Right on, girl. More beautiful than a real woman, she was not a biological female. The commercial was a success. Told you so. She had issues with her management agency and decided to leave. Working in that nightclub was about to change her life. Hello, I'm Mackie of My Transgender Date, the #1 dating platform for trans women. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Annyeonghaseyo! Are you a K-pop fan? I know it's one of the biggest phenomena to take the world by storm, but here's a fun fact. In the early days of K-pop, there was a transgender woman who trailblazed her way to stardom. This iconic Korean trans woman is none other than, drum rolls, HARISU. Now, in the winter of 1975, in the city of Seongnam, Lee Kyung-yoon was born. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. With all due respect, I tried my very best. At an early age, she loved playing with dolls, and her family already noticed this. Friends from school noticed that she didn't act like the other boys. In fact, she had this feminine look and demeanor and acted like a girl. As a teenage boy, she went to an exclusive all-boys school called Naksaing. This was where she had her relationship with another boy. Their breakup convinced her to transition. By the time she graduated high school, she was already on hormone replacement therapy. Now, if you don't know this fact, South Korean men are required to undergo military service. Since HARISU was already taking HRT, she was rejected on the grounds of mental illness. Since then, that is how they see being transgender in South Korea. Now that makes me wonder if that is still how they see trans women nowadays. Now, going back to HARISU's story. In 1955, when she was 20 years old, she decided to undergo gender reassignment surgery. She had several surgeries done in South Korea and Japan. Breast augmentation, GRS or gender reassignment surgery, rhinoplasty, facial feminization, and surgery to increase the size of her hips. She shared that if she didn't undergo a change, she wouldn't want to live. While in her 20s, she lived in Japan for several years. She wanted to be a hairstylist, so she studied her craft there. She went to her classes during the day and was a nightclub singer in the evenings. But she didn't know that working in that nightclub was about to change her life. A talent agency scout was there and saw her singing, so she signed with the agency TTM Entertainment. And then soon after, she started modeling. Do you know how she got the name HARISU? It's actually taken from the English phrase hot issue. I wouldn't have guessed that, to be honest, but she got the name from her agency when she signed with them in the year 2000. In the year after that, her life would take a turn for the better when she appeared on a TV commercial. The brand was Dodo Cosmetics, and they were ready to withdraw the commercial from the air if there was any negative feedback about HARISU being transgender. They focused on the beauty of her face, then zoomed in on her Adam's apple, implying that she was not a biological female. The crazy thing is, they actually had to digitally alter her neck to achieve this. Now, Korea has a history of being homophobic and transphobic, especially back then. But surprisingly, the commercial was a success. It opened a new conversation and showed society that transgender women could be as beautiful as cisgender women, or even more beautiful. Sorry. The media was quick to describe her as more beautiful than a real woman. Told you so. She was often asked why she didn't keep her identity a secret despite the backlash and hate she might receive. She said, "I don't want to face people dishonestly. I won't be able to hide it after all, so it's better to make that clear from the start." Right on, girl. And that's how South Korea birthed a transgender star. One of South Korea's TV stations, KBS, made a documentary focused on her. That's when people started to understand her and accept her. Now in 2001, she was cast as the main character in the film Yellow Hair 2, a story about a trans woman on the run after the death of a convenience store owner. When she was asked why she did that project, she said that she wanted to break the stereotype of trans people where they are portrayed as demure and weak. HARISU didn't only act in the movie, but she also sang on the film's soundtrack. Yes, she might have started with modeling and acting, but her real passion in the entertainment industry was, you got it, being a K-pop. Her first album, Temptation, peaked at 32 on the chart, and it was her second album that shot her to more success. That album was called Liar and became her highest ranked album. In the following year, HARISU decided to change her sex legally. In December of 2002, she became the second person in the Republic of Korea to legally change their sex. Her family initially had a hard time accepting her and all the changes, especially her father. They were not angry, but very upset initially. Eventually, they accepted her choice and showed great pride in her career. In 2003, she had issues with her management agency and decided to leave. The shocking thing was that the company didn't allow her to use the name HARISU because they had the trademark for it. After a long battle at court, HARISU won and she got to keep her name. In celebration, she released her third album, Foxy Lady. That album did not make it to the top 50, but HARISU said it gave her so much joy to make it. She released 2 more albums after that in different countries, which cemented the HARISU K-pop star brand internationally. Since her debut, she always shared that she wanted to get married. So in 2005, she started dating a rapper she met online named Mickey Jung. They starred in a reality TV show showing their daily lives and preparations for their wedding. But they receive a lot of criticism, especially for their decision to marry. They still got married in 2007. The couple said that they planned to adopt 4 children. But again, they received a mixed public reaction. Many were against it and others were in favor of them adopting. HARISU also considered a uterus transplant, but that surgery continues to be experimental. At that time, she would have to stay bedridden for 1 or 2 years, and even then she would not know if it was truly safe enough to do it. Sadly, in 2017, after 10 years of marriage, the couple divorced. Whether it's her personal life or her career, HARISU has experienced criticism and discrimination much like other transgender women. She even mentioned that many people pretend to smile and welcome her in front of the camera, but also talk behind her back behind the scenes. Even with her efforts to change the Korean mindset about transgender people, South Korea has a long way to go before being more LGBT friendly. I mean, there could probably be a little bit of a progress now and then. However, it's still a difficult road, but we should not lose our fighting spirit to be seen and treated as equals. Today, HARISU continues to be an influential figure, especially for the LGBT community of Korea. I believe that her story has inspired countless people that embracing your true self, despite what everyone thinks of you, is worth transitioning for. She is truly a K-pop and transgender icon. Thank you for joining me as we journeyed through HARISU's amazing life and career. Did you enjoy this video? If you did, then please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Are there any other transgender icons you want me to talk about? You know what to do. Comment their names down below and we might feature them on the next video. Until next time, and always remember, love knows no gender. See you in the next video.